Chelsea are moving into the quarterfinals for the League Cup, which cannot be said about Arsenal or Manchester United. In today's video, we are going to talk about how Chelsea, yes, broke down the low block finally, and how they won this game. Now, we first need to look at the formation. A 4-2-3-1 is what Pochettino went with against Blackburn. One of the big talking points was Reece James. We are going to start with him and why he was so positive in this game, because not only was he able to go forward and defend, but one of the key things that we've been lacking is having a player that is capable of shooting the ball outside the box, which Reece James can definitely do. He had a few shots that were fairly close, also had a ball that was played over the top. They did hit one time. I believe Enzo Fernandez played the ball to him, but he is capable of hitting shots from outside the box. The reason why this is so important, because in a low block, teams then have to come out and defend him. When players have to come out and defend, say, a shot like that, it opens up different channels inside the box or close to it, and therefore what can happen eventually is that these balls then can be played around and actually break down the low block. Now, granted, that is not how we actually broke them down in this game, but again, it did lead to some chances for Chelsea. One of the ways that we actually broke them down was because of one central player, and that was Palmer. Palmer was all over the pitch in this match. He was cutting inside, outside, going down, making any defender just look like a high schooler or a Sunday league player, and really was, my humble opinion, the man of the match, because what he was capable of doing was creating all these pockets of space and allowing the ball to just roll around and then play it to other teammates, whether it's Jackson, Sterling, Gallagher, and he did eventually lead to the assist to Raheem Sterling, where he won the ball back in this area. Sterling picked up the ball and found the back of the net. So again, Palmer is one of the best signings we've had this entire season. Along those lines, we also have to talk about Enzo Fernandez. Looking at his heat map, this man played all over the entire pitch in this game, and because of that, he was probably the next best player. And again, you could argue that he was the man of the match. And the fact is, because he was all over the area, he was pinging balls left and right, connecting all the passes that needed to, and was able to pull the string in the midfield for us. Along those lines, the other big talking point is Badershield. Now, Badershield did come back from an injury, and the reason why he's such a dominant player is not only because of his height, but how good he is when he's actually inside the box. We saw him score off a corner kick, which we do not see that happen often with Chelsea. And the fact that we were able to score off a corner kick, yes, it was parried away into the box, but it does still take a technique to strike the ball one time inside the box with players around you to find the back net, and Badershield keeping his cool. Now, that all being said, we did see Chelsea have a few hiccups throughout this game. Now, granted, because we were facing a low block, our team was moving up quite a lot, and there were a few opportunities where we did see Blackburn actually break on the counterattack. Now, granted, they were not able to score on those chances. They did miss right before the end of the first half, and even late into the second half, I believe in stoppage time, Sanchez made a fabulous save. Again, it was near post, but again, did what he needed to do, getting himself another clean sheet in the League Cup. Now, granted, he has been able to transition that into the Premier League itself. He's had a few good games, but it seems like in the League Cup, he's been doing fairly well, and hopefully this confidence can help him and the rest of this team when we play Tottenham on Monday. So one of the big talking points is that Chelsea were able to break down the low block. Now, the reason they were able to do this is because we scored fairly early on. Yes, we scored in the 30th minute, I believe, with Badershield, and therefore, again, it really rocked what Blackburn were trying to do, and that was the low block. Because of that first goal, they had to come out of their shell and actually start attacking, which, again, led to options for Chelsea to keep breaking them down and for us to have multiple chances. Granted, we had so many shots, we probably should have found the back of the net more than 2 times in this match, but we still did find the back of the net twice, which is better than what we've been seeing lately for Chelsea. So therefore, again, this is a big win. Chelsea move on to the quarterfinal, where they'll play Newcastle on December 19th, which will be a great match between both clubs, and it's another step forward for Chelsea lifting a trophy this season. So that is all I have for you today in this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you have not, and share this to anyone that you think will enjoy it. And that is it, and I will see you in our next video.